Hi friends, welcome back on Deep Matrix. In today's video we see about how to use the system identification toolbox in MATLAB. System identification toolbox helps to construct the mathematical modeling of dynamic systems from measured input-output data. Using time domain and frequency domain input-output data, we can identify continuous time and discrete time transfer functions, process models and state space models. In a nutshell, we can say that using the system identification toolbox, we can generate a transfer function of any system using its input and output data. So for the example purpose, this is the closed loop transfer function which I have used. So here is our open loop transfer function. Here is a numerator coefficient and this is a denominator coefficient. With the help of feedback summer, we converted this system into negative feedback system. After that, I moved the step input data and step response to the workspace using two workspace block. You can also check out my video on two workspace block, how to move the data from Simulink to command window. And also this is the step response, closed loop step response of the system we are undertaking for the example. So now here is our data, and also I saved my input in U and Y is my output. Without any further delay, we'll move to the app. Here is the system identification app. So this is the overall overview of a system identification app palette. So here we have an option for import data. So ours is a time domain data, so I am going to choose it as time domain. You can see an import data palette has been opened. Here we can also have two options. We can get the time domain data as a signals, or we can get it as objects. So as I said already, U is my input data, which is a step signal, and output is a step response. And starting time is 1 and sampling time is 1. I'm going to import. Here you can see my input output data has been imported. In the operations, we need to set it as pre-process, but instead of estimate, we are going to change it as transfer function model, because that is what we are going to get as a output. So for the transfer function, we'll get another panel. Here we have two options, number of poles and number of zeros that we are expecting in our transfer function, which exactly replicate the step response of the input output data which we feed into the system identification toolbox. Let me keep it as 2 and 1. So I'm going to estimate. So here you can see the status as fit to estimation data 78.59%. So now the toolbox has generated the transfer function which is 78.59%, similar to the transfer function of the input output data which we feed into the box. You can also see the output transfer function by double tapping on TF1. So this is the transfer function that has been generated. So we'll see how the model output looks like. So now you can see this black color is the step response of the input output data, and this blue color one is the generated one. But the blue color one is not exactly tracking the black one, because it is 78.59% similar to the best fit. So next we are going to change the number of poles. So let's make it 3 and number of 0 as 1. So let's estimate it. Now the new transfer function TF2 is 89.7% similar to the data which we feed. The current transfer function, that is TF2, is better compared to TF1. Let us see. So now the green color is more or less trying to track the black one. So we'll go for another estimation. This time I'm going to increase the number of poles and number of zeros. So let's make the number of poles as 5 and 0 to 2. Estimate. So this transfer function is 96.68%. This is outperform the last two transfer functions. So now you can see, so now you can see the red one is more or less similar to the black one, because there are some mistracking, but it is more or less equal. So let us see what is the transfer function. So this is the transfer function of the red color one. So, and it also, it is very perfect compared to the last two transfer function. So this is how you can estimate a transfer function using the input output data. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you on the next video. Do subscribe our channel. Until then, enjoy learning. Thank you.